Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a WNCT Now update. I'm Kayla Schmidt. Well, people have waited months for a COVID-19 vaccine, and now it has hit the market. Shots made by Pfizer and its German partner BioNTech are the first authorized for emergency use by the FDA. Dr. Katie Passaretti, Atrium's Health Medical Director of Infection Prevention, was the first in the state to be vaccinated. She described being vaccinated as a moment of hope in the fight against the pandemic. Hospitals here in the East receiving the vaccine this week include Carolina East, Vidant Medical Center, Onslow Memorial, Naval Medical Center Camp Lejeune, and Carteret General Hospital. Governor Cooper and other state health leaders have written a letter to local elected officials asking them to help slow the spread of COVID-19 with additional enforcement measures. In the letter, Cooper encouraged government leaders to strongly encourage you to adopt local ordinances to establish civil penalties for violations of the governor's COVID-19 executive orders. A recent advisory letter from the NC Department of Justice was also included, stating what legal authority government officials have. North Carolina has awarded its 15 electoral votes to President Donald Trump on Monday, following the will of the people in a state where the Republican won a narrow victory. The group of electors met in Raleigh at the Old Hall of the House of Representatives in the state Capitol building. North Carolina Republican Party Chairman Michael Whatley, one of the electors who voted for Trump, said in an interview that he's pleased with the state's election and that it ran smoothly, adding that the state and county boards of election did a fantastic job. We are going to take a quick break and be right back with more news. Stay with me.
And we're up.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good evening.
You're watching
Live coverage of a news conference.
Live to breaking news.
We're live outside
Joins us live
in Kinston,
in Jacksonville,
in New Bern, now in Greenville.
Dangerous conditions.
We don't dare drop our guard.
Rip currents can be really hard to spot.
The Washington waterfront.
Chair pieces and cable lines.
Walking you through the story.
Working day in and day out.
this election.
Unprecedented.
I did speak to the Board of Elections Director.
We are there with you.
We're on your side.
9 on your side.
Weekdays starting at 5.
9 on your side reporters are all across the East
In Beaufort County, in Morehead City, in Belhaven,
and in your neighborhood,
on the New River, in Snow Hill, in New Bern,
In Jacksonville.
covering local stories that impact you.
Well, this race was by no means a close one.
The polls opened at 6:30 this morning, and people even lined up outside of this site.
Some veterans are now joining a fight against a new enemy, the coronavirus pandemic.
See their original reporting weekdays on 9 on your side news.
Welcome back. I'm Kayla Schmidt with your local crime tracker. The Greenville Police Department is investigating a fatal shooting on Sunday night. It happened around 7:30 p.m. when police responded to the intersection of 14th Street and Dickinson Avenue for the report of a single vehicle crash. When officers arrived, they found 34-year-old Tion Ernal of Greenville in the vehicle. Police say Ernal was shot. He died at the scene. Officers are reviewing nearby security cameras to determine what happened before the crash. Detectives have arrested a convicted felon on gun charges in Pitt County. Last Friday around 11 p.m., the Pitt County Sheriff's Office Special Operation Unit observed a vehicle with no lights on in the middle of the road. Detectives detained the vehicle and occupant, 31-year-old Josiah Everett of Greenville. During the search, 2 handguns were recovered from the vehicle. Detectives also discovered Everett is a convicted felon. He was charged with 2 counts of possession of a firearm by a felon and 2 counts of carrying a concealed weapon. Everett was released after posting a $50,000 bond, but the investigation is still ongoing. And before our newscast at 5, do you know a woman who deserves the spotlight? 9 on your side is recognizing the great contributions that women have made to our nation and local communities. You can nominate a remarkable woman in your life by visiting WNCT.com and clicking on the Remarkable Woman contest page. In March, we'll highlight our 4 local women who will be considered for Next Star Nation's 2021 Woman of the Year Award. That is all for your WNCT Now update. Thank you for watching. Make sure to tune in our newscast at 5.